What's up? So this right here is my how to sculpt body tutorial. If you like the bodies I've sculpted, then you'll probably like this. I've sculpted things like this. What else have we done? We've sculpted things like that. I'm trying to show you just about everything so you guys can recognize that, you know, we sculpted female bodies. I probably won't do female bodies and stuff. I have a breakdown on it, but I'm probably not going to do it because I hate it when guys do that. I think, you know, somebody else can do that. So, and then we have, you know, this right here. So, there's that. If you like this kind of stuff. What else we got? We got this one. Check out my realistic sculpture tutorial if you want to learn how to do this stuff. It's really easy. But my realistic sculpture tutorial is basically the body tutorial, but you know, it's the more realistic side of it. So that's how you do that. Realistic sculpture tutorial, jackets tutorial. Then we got the props tutorial. Made this the other day. Made this. So you guys are in good hands here. Sorry it took me so long to actually get to doing it, but you know, I just wanted to show off some stuff. So what I like to do is go here or whatever you want to go to, and then whenever you save it, you get to choose character. Then we'll click this, you know, I don't want an X. Choose mirror mode when you do this. That way all sides get affected. And then take it off of that. Then what I like to do is choose the color, press L1 on X, double tap around there. And how you choose the color is up here, you know, or you can just switch it right here. I recommend just switching it right here. But if you do that, it could mess with the color palette, so you gotta really mess with it. A lot of the times I'll sculpt off of the color blue just because that is a good balanced color that'll make fade-ins or fading really cool. So if you sculpt off the color blue, that's fine. But how do you make a body? Let's just get into it. It's really simple. More simple than you might think. All you really probably need is this tool right here. Choose the color that you want for the body. Change the blend settings. Go to stamp mode. Blend. Turn the blend settings up. Then start working on whatever part of the body you want. So this right here is our, you know, then we have the lower body, you know, right here you'll want to curve on both sides, sort of like this. Then on the pelvis area, and you want to perfect that. You'll want to make it a little bit thicker. Then you'll want to make a circle right here. And on the other side. And then right here you'll want to define it to where it's more like this. Then up here you'll want the shoulders, you know. And then down here you'll want to add a dent sort of, so that way it's poking out. Then on the back you'll want to add a spine, which is just an indentation right here, indentation right here, and then right here you have your glutes, so you can make that however you want. You want to make sure you define the back just right. So if it's looking too thick in areas, what you want to do is this. Then you'll want to polish it up at the top also. Then you'll want to make the spine just a little bit better probably. It looks like it needs to be deeper. So that would probably work. Then we'll want something like that, you know. This looks pretty cool. So a body is really easy. You see? Like this is a body. And then you can make it more feminine, you know. Which would be, you know, more curvy around here. And you know, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna go into that. you know what I'm saying? But as you can see, it'd be really simple. And then you're right here, you have your legs, right? It's just this. Then doing this however you want, you know what I'm saying? If it's a girl, then it'll just be more slender. If it's a guy, you know, it'll be like this but thicker, so you'll want to mess with it. I usually do something like this. Then I'll go to the back, add the dent right here, you know what I'm saying, because you'll want depth, which is a word that I use a lot whenever I'm sculpting. And you won't necessarily want it poking out over the pelvis. Then right here you want it sort of like this, something like this. It's not perfect, but it works. Then right here you want to sort of do the same thing. You want to perfect it right around down here. You'll want it to be skinnier than everything else. I mean, you won't want it that skinny, but I mean, whatever works, whatever you feel like doing. A little drip right there. Maybe we can do that for this character, and then sort of this. I mean, it's really simple, you know. Then you'll want to start adding depth, because you don't want, you know, then you want to make sure the spine area is more connected, something like that. I mean, you can mess with it. The real good part is the belly button. This is what makes everything look better. So you'll want a bigger cut right here, then a belly button cut. Deeper, smaller, makes everything look better, you know what I'm saying? Thing that might be throwing it off is the fact that this is it just looks like a different color compared to everything else. So what I'll do, just to make everything the same color, is make this bigger, recut it back in, redefine it, and we're fine. Maybe make it smaller than the upper part. And then if you have like parts poking out that shouldn't be, you can like delete that sort of if you need to. And then you can go back and make that part smaller that you need to make smaller. That usually works for me. And then I mean, depending on whatever you're making, I mean, you can just add in the pecs and the abs and stuff. You know, it's just dots, but you gotta add depth to it. Really simple to make a body. Really simple. Hope this helps you guys out in Dreams Ps4. And again, not looking at anything, you might want to do something like this also for the neck area. Just you know, anything that adds depth is usually what you want to do. This part right here, you might want to do that too. Into the belly, you might want to do something like this also. This part up here also. It just depends on what you're trying to make. Depth is since Dreams does a lot of the shadowing for you, depth is how you get that shadowing, and it's really important to do that. And the arms and stuff, really easy. It's just this and then defining it afterwards. I usually like doing one side first and then start defining it before I do the other side. And then, you know, you don't want anything poking out, so you got to look at it from the top a lot of the time to get it perfect. Then right here we have these. So this part of the arm is actually technically supposed to be bigger than this part right here. Just to let you guys know. I'm just going with it right now, and then the end here is supposed to be smaller. You don't want anything poking out. But it's simple. It's simple. It's simple. You got your hands. Usually you want your hands to, you know, be connected to wherever the ending of that is. You can do the hands however you want, the feet however you want. Simple. Yeah, that's how you sculpt a body. You might want to have this part a little bit curved in like this. Just depends on what you're trying to do. Or it might be right here where you need to do it. Or it might be on the shoulders, or you might need to extend the shoulders. It just depends on what kind of body type you're trying to do. Or it might be like this. You can mess around with it as you please, but make sure, you know, you follow the steps accordingly. And this is how you make a body. You can check out my how to make faces and how to make realistic sculptures tutorial also. Check all that stuff out. And you can check out my sculpture playlist. It has everything in it. Check out my how to make games playlist, my logic tutorial, my animation tutorial, my art tutorial. It's in my channel playlist or tabs up at the top up here, or if it's that I'm streaming over here, pop into the stream. These are my videos up here, my tutorials. Click those. It'll send you straight to videos that are excellent for your learning activities. Hope this helps you guys out, and peace out.